So you're a fan of Fruit Advantage Cherry Juice Concentrate, and you already know how great it is. But are you getting every last bit of goodness out of each bottle? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to maximize its potency and keep that amazing flavor.
You've invested in a top-notch, 100% pure concentrate. That's the first step. But do you know the simple rules for keeping it fresh? Let's make sure you're protecting that potency and flavor from the very first drop to the last.
Our goal here is pretty straightforward. We're going to cover the essential rules for storage and use. That way, you can be absolutely sure that every single serving is as fresh, pure, and powerful as the day you first opened it.
Okay, first things first. Let's tackle the question I'm sure is on your mind. How long does this stuff actually last? The numbers are simple, but understanding the why behind them is the real key to freshness.
Unopened, a bottle has an incredible 18-month shelf life, a year and a half. And that's because it's perfectly sealed off from the outside world. No air, no contaminants, just pure, perfectly preserved concentrate waiting for you.
Now, once you pop that top, you've got a very generous 6-month window to enjoy it. But, and this is a big but, there's one crucial rule you have to follow. It must be properly refrigerated. Seriously, this is the single most important thing you can do to maintain its quality.
You know, before we even talk about the fridge, the preservation of your juice actually starts with something you might not even think about, the bottle itself. That glass bottle isn't just for looks. It's a critical part of the whole quality equation. It's like an unseen protector. And this really shows you why glass is the way to go. It guarantees purity because there's zero risk of chemicals leaching into the juice. Glass is also a fantastic barrier against oxygen, which protects all those vital nutrients. Plastic, on the other hand, well, it can leach chemicals, it's less protective, and it can even mess with the natural flavor.
So in a nutshell, that glass bottle is your first line of defense. It's not just about keeping the flavor great and giving it a longer shelf life. It's a deliberate choice for purity and, hey, it's better for the environment too. It just reflects the premium quality of what's inside.
All right, so you've broken that seal. The clock has officially started, and now the responsibility for keeping that concentrate perfect shifts to you. Your refrigerator is about to become its best friend for the next 6 months.
And let's get specific here, because precision really does matter. The sweet spot is between 34 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 1 to 4 degrees Celsius. Why so specific? Because this temperature range is absolutely perfect for slowing way down the growth of any little spoilage culprits like bacteria, yeast, or mold.
The number one enemy after you open that bottle is a process called oxidation. The easiest way to think about it, it's what happens when you slice an apple and it turns brown. When the concentrate is exposed to air and warmer temperatures, it starts to degrade, breaking down all those amazing compounds that make it so beneficial. So, a cold fridge and a cap that's sealed tight are your two best weapons in this fight.
You know, besides just following the rules, you can totally become an expert in checking your juice's quality yourself. You don't need any fancy lab equipment. The best tools you have are the ones you were born with, your senses.
Here's a super simple 4-point check. First, sight. You're looking for that beautiful, rich, deep, vibrant red color. Second, smell. Give it a sniff. It should have a pleasant, sharp cherry scent, not a funky fermented one. Third, taste. It should have that robust, tart flavor you love. And finally, texture. It should be perfectly, beautifully clear.
And that last point about texture, about it being clear, that's a huge deal. This sediment-free guarantee is totally unique in the industry. It means your concentrate should always be a clean liquid, never cloudy or sludgy. That clarity is your #1 sign of quality.
Okay, so we've covered all the whys, right? Now let's put it all together into a simple, actionable checklist. Think of this as your master guide to making sure every single spoonful is absolutely perfect.
It really all comes down to this easy little ritual. #1, seal it tight. Every time. No exceptions. This keeps the air out. 2, always use a clean spoon. You don't want to introduce anything funky into the bottle. 3, put it right back in the fridge. Don't let it sit out. And 4, here's a great pro tip. Just grab a marker and write the date you opened it right on the cap. That way you'll always know you're in that 6-month sweet spot. So there you have it. You're now totally equipped to get the absolute maximum benefit from every single bottle of your cherry juice. And it kind of leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? Now that you know how to fight off oxidation and contamination, what other foods in your kitchen could benefit from this exact same level of care? Makes you think.